Back. I'd like you to meet Maureen now, who feels nothing but guilt since her son died from drug addiction. Maureen says she'll never stop grieving, but she would like her guilt to ease. She wants Derek to ask her son if he's forgiven her for not protecting him. Maureen, it's very nice to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Derek?
Thanks, Becky. It's lovely to meet you, Maureen.
Thank you.
And I have been very, very, very closely addressed here by a young man. He was talking to me off camera. That's why I walked over to you. Can I say this to you? Firstly, there is no, and he's expressed this because he does understand since being over now, your son. He's expressed this wish for you. He looks back, he showed me like a rerun of what he did, what happened and what have you. And I would just say this to you. Often, if he could turn the clock back, I would say that with that word to you, he would not have gone about, as he called it, he doesn't mind saying this, recklessly. Okay, he said he realised, he said, you know, I give my mum, I ran a ragged, Derek. I worry and what have you. He said, but if I could turn the clock back now, he said, it wouldn't be done that way. He said, but I'm over here. He said, please tell my mum I'm happy. But that's one thing he does not want, is for you to be scathing yourself over his issues. He realises himself now, and he's taken on, he's clear as a bell in thought, there's nothing to hinder him anymore. He's in God's celestial light. He's in the right place for him to progress. And he said, tell mum, tell my mum, okay, I'm going to be around her before this bank holiday is away. So in other words, he's going to go home with you, okay?
Yeah.
He does realise, but he doesn't want that guilt anymore. There's no need, because if you feel this way, he will walk around doing the things in the world of spirit, not in a happy way. That's because he feels that much. Yeah. He said, you wouldn't have thought so, Derek, the way I went about things. He said, saying that I love my mum, and yes, I did what I did. Now, he wasn't a bad person in any way. He wasn't. And he knows it, and even his main helper there said, no, you were not a bad person in any way. You were just a little bit reckless, like a lot of young men and young women. And some of us have this, and none of us escape this. Some of us have got a facility within us that, whether we like talking about it or not, it's what we call an inability not to press a self-destruct button. Now, we've all got that facility within us. So, you know, there's no badness in it. However, some, you know, go to extremes. They can't help it. And your son couldn't help it.
No, I know he couldn't.
You do understand this. And, you know, can I also say to you, please, without bringing any negativity to you, wasn't there also, now resident in the world of spirit, because I am aware of a gentleman, separate to your son, a man, please, who used to, that was his pleasure, used to drink too much? A person who used to drink alcohol too much? No. You're not aware of him? No. I feel he goes back a little bit, but that is in the family link, I feel, on your father's side, on your dad's side. Yeah. And you see, he was one of them that met your son and pointed a few things out, what he did in his life, and he said, oh, son, you weren't as bad as me. He said, I give them a terrible time down back there. But he said, so can I just say this to you? He doesn't want any more guilt, okay? Yeah. He will come through to you. He promises. Yeah. He promises, okay? Yeah. Did he have a friend, your son, called Steve?
Yeah. Yeah, he did have.
Yes.
Yeah.
And was he a bit of a character, Stephen?
Yeah, he's a nice lad.
Yeah. Well, you'll see Stephen within the next couple of days, according to your son, okay?
All right.
And watch what he tells you.
Right.
Watch what... Oh, he's just had a laugh. He said, tell me, Mum, will you? Will you do this for me? I said, OK. He said, I will stand up, because he'd make me do it, you see. He said, put his hands in his pockets like that. And he said, skint again, Mum. Don't need it over here. OK?
He was always skint.
Was he?
Yeah.
Bless you. Well, he doesn't need that sort of thing over there. But I tell you what, he's well. Be proud of him, because, you know, change it round to the negative thoughts of what, you know, was displayed to you. Yeah. Change it round and be proud of this son that's progressing and great. He's going to do very good things in the world of spirit. He wants you to be proud of him. Right, and he will give you proof of this time and time again when he comes back to you.
All right, Maureen.
OK, thanks.
OK, yeah. Very nice to see you. Thanks,
Okay,
Derek.
yeah.
Now then, would you like to appear on Predictions? You could be part of the audience or take part in a reading. If so, all you have to do is write to us here, including